It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I don't like candy corn. No, I don't like candy corn. I like lots of other things, but I don't like candy corn. I really love Halloween, but I don't like candy corn.
It is Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And the day before Halloween, it's National Candy Corn Day. Let's take a quick survey around the horn here. I don't like it. My producer tonight, he doesn't like it. Ron, down there in the news booth, give me a yes or no. Just hand up. Yes, no. You like the candy corn? No. I can't see Jason over there in the traffic center. Maybe he'll give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. No, he's playing on his phone. I'm going to count him as no. Oh, my gosh. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the show. Tonight, we've got, we're going to start with some food news. This is exciting. There's a restaurant in town that has been named one of America's best. So we're going to talk about that. Also, I don't know if you heard it in the news. We had yet another incident, vehicle into a building. And this wasn't a vehicle of just any random vehicle. This was a semi. And from what I understand in the story, blaming it on GPS. Kinda. But we'll get to that. Oh, and I mentioned the candy corn. There is a survey on my Facebook page right now. You're either pro or anti candy corn. This is the time of the year to be something, be pro or anti something. So for me, my show, it's safest to be either pro or anti candy corn. We also have a story of being attacked by a shark. Some guy has been attacked not once, but twice. What are the chances of that? And will he tempt it a third time? But we are starting with food news.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No, flavor's your food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you own a this kind? This is so scrumptious.
Oh, we also have Cyndi Lauper tickets to give away. So just be listening for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. When you hear it, I'll tell you when to call. Just be the fifth caller, 937-457-1290. So this was, I got this press release today. This is kind of cool. And this is one of my favorite newer restaurants in the Dayton area. The All the Best Delicatessen down there in Washington Township. They were just named, I got this today. The traditional New York style deli is thrilled to announce that it has received the prestigious title of America's Best Restaurant. This recognition comes from the national television show America's Best Restaurants and highlights the deli's unwavering commitment to quality, authenticity, and exceptional customer service. I have had lunch there multiple times, and my favorite thing that they have on the menu, they've got a lot of great stuff. They really do. But man, oh man, I could eat a quart of their egg salad every day. And here's the thing. It's got mushrooms in it. It's got diced up mushrooms. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I've also had their Reuben, and that is amazing as well. But congratulations to the folks there at the All the Best Delicatessen. I know that they've advertised on the station before, and this isn't just a plug because they're advertisers. This is a cool thing. And they also come to our building on occasion, and they serve lunch down in the in our little concession area, which is really cool. So congratulations to them. That's a cool deal. 937-457-1290 is the telephone number. Also, this is going on right now, and I don't know if it's still closed, but earlier this afternoon, late this afternoon, South Edwin C. Moses Boulevard was shut down as the Dayton Police and the United States Postal Service checked for any absentee ballots or other mail scattered along the roadside. I guess this morning, around 10 o'clock in the morning, cops got a call that there was a large amount of mail alongside South Edwin C. Moses and Nicholas Road. And I saw pictures of it. And I would say there were, at least from what I could see, several hundred pieces of mail. I got to be honest with you. A lot of what I saw was junk mail. So other than the fact that it's now litter, I'm okay with that. I can't keep track of how many stupid political flyers I have gotten in the mail. It's insane. I know some people just to have fun during the election season to try to keep themselves entertained. They keep it all. They put it in a box or they keep it in a bag and see how many, what the tonnage is of these flyers. It's insane how much we get. But I couldn't tell in the picture that I saw if there were any mail-in ballots, because I mailed in my ballot and Mary's ballot yesterday. And that was the first thing that I immediately thought of was all those ballots, where are they? Are they in the ditch? Are they going to be recovered? What's the story? And also, who did it? Who did it? Did somebody steal these from one of the big blue mailboxes? Or was there a postal worker out there who had just had enough? I'm just tired of delivering all this crap and ditched it. I don't think that's the case at all. Somebody probably stole it from one of the blue boxes, went through and found what they were looking for, whether they're looking for checks or gift cards or whatever it is. Who knows? But hopefully all those pieces of mail will get recovered. 937-457-1290. Let's see what else. What's the restaurant? Oh, it's all the best Delicatessen in Washington Township. Somebody on the live stream. Ian, my producer, can you pop on for a second?
Yes, sir.
You look different.
I do. Yes.
What is it? What'd you do? What am I seeing here differently?
As I'm sure your audience is very, very curious about, obviously, I got a haircut.
Yes, they've all been waiting until 5 o'clock today to get on the show or listen to the show to see, did Ian get his haircut?
Suffering from success, Todd.
Yeah, I got you. So you got your haircut.
I did. Yeah.
And it looks pretty good. It's pretty good.
I was growing it out for 8 years.
8 years?
Since the 8th grade, I've been growing it out.
So what is that like now after 8 years of not cutting your hair? I assume you trimmed it sometimes.
Yeah. Every, like a few months I get a little trim on
okay.
it just to keep it healthy. But feels like a weight lifted off of my head.
Yeah.
I am 10 pounds lighter. But as I was explaining, it's like a phantom limb.
A phantom limb. Yeah, have I heard of that?
Yeah. It's I got tired of it because I always wore hats and I wore it in a bun. And so when
you had a man bun?
I did. I had a man bun.
Now, I don't want to go too deep into personal family stuff, but you happen to be involved with somebody who I'm related to.
Yes.
And you've been to my house a couple of times for the holidays.
Yes, sir.
I don't know that I recall you having a man bun when you came to my house. Did you think ahead of time, maybe I should take this down because Todd will probably ridicule me?
I've never worn it down out in public in years.
Oh, you are a closeted man bun wearer, or you were?
Well, I wore a hat, and you know how like the hats have a hole in the back.
Oh, that's where you kept your man bun.
Yeah. And well, I would also sometimes wear a beanie, so you couldn't see it either way.
Okay,
but it was too unhealthy, and so but now because I used to fidget with it,
I
have a phantom bun. Because
I
try to fidget with my bun and it's not there anymore.
So
people drops
people have phantom limbs, like somebody unfortunately loses a limb somehow, some way, or a digit. or a toe, psychologically, you still think it's there. You kind of feel it, even though it's not. You feel that way about your man bun. You have a phantom man bun.
Yep. I'm gonna have a funeral procession for it.
I think you look better.
Thank you.
Can I just tell you kind of cleaned up?
I was told I look younger, but also mature at the same time.
You just look clean cut. You look you much cleaner. You don't look clean cut like Ron Otto down there. Ron keeps it high and tight.
Yeah.
I think it's from his military days.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it's looking good.
Thank you.
Looking good. Yeah, we had a car crash into a building today.
In local news, a spectacular car crash. House car.
Oh, by the way, it is Wing It Wednesday, and we're going to have somebody here after 6:35 winging it, and they talk about their nonprofit group here in the Dayton area, and he's going to be bringing wings. I hope he brings wings. That's the deal. You bring me an order of wings, and for 15 minutes you get to talk about your nonprofit. And this guy is from the city of Moraine and the Moraine Foundation and Christmas Smiles. So it's that time of year. Number 109 for the year. Cars crashing into buildings. This happened this morning in Piqua. Semi hit a home at the corner of East Water Street and Manning around 11:34. Exactly, 11:34. The initial investigations showed that the semi's driver made a directional error, I'll say, while driving and came off the state route that they were traveling on. And by the way, do you go with state route or state route? That's a debate that my wife and I say route. I say route, you say route. They were traveling on, and the truck ended up hitting the house and ripping the front porch off of it. They say no other major structural damage was initially reported, but of course the county engineer came out to investigate. The driver of the semi was cited for driving off a state route and for improper start. I don't know what that means, improper start. More like improper stop, because he didn't stop in time and crashed into the front porch. But if you are keeping track, that is number 109 for the year. 109 today in Piqua.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, pump.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I almost forgot to start the live stream again. So I had to scramble again. Mary wouldn't forget you. Hey, don't forget, download your Evening Edge impromptu emergency mask. Thank you, Ron. I do have a lot on my mind. See, what happened was I came in and I realized, oh, yeah, today's Wednesday. So I better get ready for Wing It Wednesday. Hey, wait a second. I still haven't put together a feature open for my Wing It Wednesday. So that's what I was working on.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it.
So we're just gonna wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
So I was working on my Wing It Wednesday open.
Positive attention today. We'll have the latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
This is a job for Weenie Man.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. The New York Daily News came out with a list, the worst things to hand out to trick-or-treaters on Halloween. Of course, Beggars Night for most of the area is tomorrow night. Though I did see the, I think it's a village, the village of Camden. I believe it's a village. Or maybe it just goes by Camden. I don't know. But anyway, they're moving it to tonight. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but because it might rain, they moved it to tonight. You could be, that takes people off guard. I understand why they were doing it, but imagine like scheduling your whole week around, a couple of hours of taking your kid out or being ready to pass out candy. And then all of a sudden, the day of, like, oh, we're changing it. We're doing it tonight. We're doing it tonight. So I hope all the beggars and their parents are ready. But here's their list. This is from the New York Daily News. They didn't number this, so I guess you could figure none of these are a good idea. It doesn't matter which one is worse or better. You get my point. On the list, raisins. Yeah, kids don't want raisins. Are there kids out there that, I hope I get a bunch of raisins? I remember this a few times. There was a dentist that lived in my neighborhood, of course, toothbrush and dental floss. And not only did they give you a toothbrush, it had their contact information on there. Like it was a little advertisement. A little toothbrush with their name and logo and phone number. Kind of clever, but yeah. Apples. I don't know. I mean, some kids like fruit. I think more kids like fruit today than they used to like fruit. At least that's my observation. I don't have a problem with this next one. Loose change. What's wrong with loose change? Every little kid's got a piggy bank, don't they? Do they? Not anymore. They don't have piggy banks anymore that holds loose change and assorted ones and fives. They all have a PayPal account or Venmo. Hey, can you Venmo me that nickel? Coupons. I guess it depends on what the coupon's for, right? I mean, if it's one of those McDonald's coupons or Wendy's coupons and you can get a free Frosty or something like that, that's not bad. I'll take that. Animal crackers. I don't know why there's anything wrong with animal crackers. There's nothing wrong with that. Get a little Hershey chocolate syrup and just dip them. Pretzels. Yeah, that's not bad. Fruit snacks. Nothing wrong with that. Breath mints. I guess if you're in a pinch, here's a Tic Tac. One Tic Tac. That's all you get. You get one Tic Tac. And then the last on the list, religious tracts. We had a few people in our neighborhood that did that. I don't know how many of those religious tracts ended up on their front lawn.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Chocolate covered lima beans. Oh, that's good. Little Hugs juices and Rice Krispie treats. Those are awesome. Man, I haven't had a Rice Krispie treat and I can't tell you how long. In our snack machine down in the break room has the big ones. But I just can't do it. I mean, I want to do it. I just can't do it. Yeah, I hope it doesn't rain either tomorrow. I mean, that. Anybody go to Halloween parties this year? Like adult Halloween parties? I usually go to Gabby Enright has one every year on her farm, and this year I had the movie Madness event, so I wasn't able to make it. But I have always enjoyed going. Bunch of people here, of course, go and get dressed up and. How was that, Kimberly? I thought about going too. It's just so hard, man. I just don't have enough hours in the day. And Mary's sort of like lukewarm on that stuff, so I'm just kind of like, well, okay. I guess we don't have to go. Whatever. Packed, yeah. Tim, I saw that's the one you were at, right? My buddy Tim DeBusk on the live stream tonight. He went as Captain Jack Sparrow. Very impressive costume. I like the side-by-side picture that you showed me. Like, oh, yeah, it was solid. Yep. Oh, Kelly, yeah, I saw that too. I'm glad he had a good time and did well. I didn't realize that would have been that was his first trip to a haunted house. I thought he would be like super into it, but I'm glad he had a good time. Looked like he did. Good. I'm glad.
You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This Friday at the Kroger in Beaver Creek, there on Dayton Xenia. Feed the Creek, which is a great organization. They provide food to students in need at Beaver Creek schools. They're holding a Fill the Bus event. I've mentioned this a couple of times, but it's my hometown, so I'm mentioning it again. They're going to be collecting not only canned goods, but also and non-perishable items, but also socks, gloves, and hats for those in need in the community. It's happening from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just look for the big school bus. And you can drop off your items. All the items donated will go to Feed the Creek.
Run!
Oh, Ron, I did it again.
What's that?
You know what I did? I did this before, and you kind of chided me for it, and you were absolutely right to do so.
Oh,
I go, Ron, and then immediately I hit.
You are a stupid
And I don't, it's not you. I'm not calling you the idiot.
Wake up, idiot.
Silly dilly dokio. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
I need to get my order of operations done better, right? I think I need to hit that first, and then after I kind of set it up, then go to you.
Yeah, it's kind of an organizational thing.
Right. I don't want people to think that I'm saying, hey, Ron, idiot of the week, because people will think that.
Right.
Anyway, the reason that's not why you called. Did you watch the World Series last night?
Yeah, I did.
I got to be honest, I haven't been watching, but I've been watching the highlights.
Okay.
Like I'll get online and I'll watch all the highlights. This incident last night, Dodgers, of course, they're up 3-0 at the time. And they're in New York. They're playing the Yankees there in the Bronx. And first inning, there's a foul ball down the line. And Mookie Betts runs over to catch the foul ball. And from what I could see, he catches the foul ball.
Yes.
He catches it. But his glove ends up sort of over the side of the stands. His glove kind of goes into the crowd, right? Not like he didn't dive in and you see that sometimes.
He wasn't sprawled into the stands.
Right. He just barely was reaching over that top rail, and he catches the ball. But there's a couple of Yankee fans there,
right?
And in that moment, I have never seen anything like this. The fans, the two of them, and they've both been identified. One is a Yankees season ticket holder. They literally pry his glove open,
right,
after he's caught the ball and pulls the ball out.
Yes.
How idiotic can you be?
They were rather aggressive.
They were very aggressive because here's the thing. It was so obvious. So obvious. The batter's going to be called out. Right? I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yes. It's pretty obvious. The umpire saw it. Everybody saw it.
Right. And it was also so egregious and clearly intentional. It's like, dude, you're going to get escorted out of here. And that's what happened.
They sure did.
They got escorted out. And I was trying to figure out, why would somebody do this? I have seen, and we've all seen it. If you watch baseball highlights, you've seen this. And it's usually like a home run kind of deal where the ball's coming down, the outfielder goes up to leap to catch it, but somebody kind of sticks their glove in front and they pull it right out, right?
Yeah.
The outfielder doesn't even touch it. He's just he's interfered with, somebody catches the ball. This was almost like, and I'm not saying it was assault. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like this was borderline illegal. That's the way I saw it. I was like, oh my God, they're like wrestling. It's just the guy's glove. But in baseball, that's part of your body.
Yeah.
They were literally wrestling with Mookie Betts, trying to get the ball out of his glove. And I could not believe that that's what it's come to with fans in the stands doing that.
Well, you can take people who are generally decent human beings, otherwise model citizens, put them in a baseball stadium, and when a foul ball or any kind of ball comes after them, they suddenly change and they would be willing to step on their grandmother's face for a foul ball.
Yes.
And that has always kind of perplexed me as well. Why would you want to risk your bodily harm and someone else's to get a ball? I mean, they come into the stands 100 times a game.
Yeah, I get that.
I understand that they don't always go to everybody, but go to enough games. I mean, you'll run into one.
Right. Well, I told you my story about catching one and splitting my pants in the process.
Yeah.
But I get your point, but I do understand why people get super excited. But this idea, though, that, okay, this player, he's made the catch, and here on national TV, because it's Game 4 of the World Series, the Dodgers could have swept the Yankees last night, that right there, right in the front row, in front of everybody to see, they're trying to pry his glove open to get the ball out. And here's the thing, is the guy, he's been interviewed like by ESPN. This guy's been all over the place. That he admitted that he knew what what was going to happen after his interference, and he knew what he was doing at the moment. It wasn't like, you kind of lose your mind for a second and you go to grab for a ball or whatever. Sometimes you don't think all the way through because it's happening very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But this guy knew, like he says, I knew what was going to happen, and that he and his buddies had talked about it.
Oh, yeah. It's premeditated.
Right there on the front row, that if a foul ball came our direction, we were going to, I forget what he said. It was something like, we're going to defend and shield. And it's like they had this all planned out.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as he caught the ball, or as soon as he ripped the ball out of Mookie Betts' glove, apparently he turned to his friends and says, boys, that's all for me.
I knew it right immediately.
Yeah. So he got escorted out, as he should.
Mm-hmm.
And then originally the Yankees said that because he's a season ticket holder, he has tickets to Game 5, which is tonight, that he could come to the game after being booted out of the ballpark last night.
Sure.
But I guess this morning, Major League Baseball said, not so fast.
Yeah.
So the Yankees said, you cannot come to Game 5. We're refunding your tickets. And here's the best part. They said that if you try to come to the game, you will be arrested. So
there's no sneaking in.
Yeah.
No sneaking in.
Yeah. That is just, I've just never seen anything like that. When I think there's like, Great American Ballpark, I think, did this. Didn't they? They put up the netting around the infield.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of major or minor league ballparks have done this. Ballparks all over the place have done this.
Yeah.
This, I think, I could be wrong, but I feel like this fan interference situation happens much more often than it used to. And I think fans are a little more belligerent and a little more aggressive. Now, granted, this was Yankee Stadium. The fans at Yankee Stadium have been belligerent and aggressive since old 1910. Since their inception. It's a different experience, I'm sure. I've seen it. We've all seen it. If you follow baseball, it's a different experience playing in New York than anywhere else.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. Maybe the closest second would be where the White Sox played in South Chicago.
Old Comiskey.
Comiskey, because because that stadium too is kind of in a not so much now. The Bronx aren't so much as like they used to be, but you know my point. I mean that they have the White Sox fans have a definite attitude, and
Philly fans,
yeah. But they will end up. I bet at some point we're just going to put netting up around the whole thing. Except for the outfield, because that's where the home runs are. You can't net that in necessarily.
Yeah.
But the foul ball area, yeah, I bet they do.
Wonder if we'll get a camera shot on the empty seats over there tonight.
Oh,
I can almost guarantee you we'll get a camera shot of the empty seats.
Yeah,
over there.
Yeah, and you know what they should do? This is what they should do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Yankees win. It's a home game. I was going to say put some Dodger fans in.
Oh, replace them with Dodger
That's
fans.
Right. The Dodger fans who are in the upper deck, you've been upgraded.
Gosh.
The Dodgers should push for that. Somebody ought to buy the tickets from the Dodgers and put a couple of Dodger fans right there and see what happens.
Not only are you not allowed back into the ballpark, we're going to put Dodger fans there. That's the ultimate punishment. Right?
That's crazy. I just couldn't believe I saw that when that happened. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. People just reaching in and fighting with the guy over the ball. It's just nuts. Just nuts.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
H. Double L.
S. T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
Looking like a wet Halloween. We'll have the latest at 6 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Get a load of this guy.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
What's his name? E-L-O-N, Elon Musk. He is a real-life superhero conquering Mars. He's lighting weed with a flamethrower, riding electric cars. E-L-O-N, Elon Musk.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. I heard this story this morning on Miami Valley's Morning News. Look, I know that when money is involved, people will change their minds about anything, and they would be willing to endure a great many things. Personal discomfort, emotional discomfort. Larry was talking about Elon Musk purchasing a $35 million estate in Austin, Texas. Okay? $35 million. Which, when you're a bazillionaire, that's nothing. That's nothing. But here's the deal. He's buying this estate, which resembles a Tuscan Italy estate, for his 11 children and his 3 former partners. So basically, he's moving his 3 exes in with all of his kids, and I'm assuming his current partner. I don't think they're married, which, whatever. But can you imagine, ladies, living with your exes? I just can't see that. I mean, I know that families that are like this, where you've got maybe multiple exes and multiple, baby daddies and baby mamas, sometimes they can all learn to coexist at family events and functions or whatever, but under the same roof. Now, look, I know this estate is probably ginormous, right? I mean, you can have one mom and her kids in one section, and then the other mom in another section, and then another, but that just seems to me like you're asking for trouble. I don't know that he may have great relationships with all those people because of the kids, but if I was his current partner, I'm not sure how I would feel about his exes being within walking distance, of my partner. That doesn't gel very well. But we'll see what happens. And you're right. Somebody mentioned this on the live stream. It's his own little Tesla communion. That would be something.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Commune.
Double D.
H. Oh, double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO.
All right. Sorry. I'm not ignoring you guys. I got stuff going on, man. I got stuff going on. Not getting your money's worth, huh, Josh? I am working. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I promise. Dance, funny man, dance.
Summer.
Hey, if you guys aren't nice to me, I will make sure you listen to all the commercials. I will turn the commercials on. You can listen to all that nonsense. All the political ads.
I'm Ron Otto, 1290 at 95.7 WHIO, Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If news breaks, we break in anytime. Now back to America's most powerful talk lineup, WHIO.
Hold on to your panties. The party is about to begin.
I can hardly wait.
I love this show. Check 1, check 2, check 3.
Are we ready?
Check 4. You know what? Enough talk. It's showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIM.
Now listen up, y'all. I got a story to tell about a radio show that'll ring your bell. In Dayton, Ohio, I'm bringing the flow on the Evening Edge. WHIO. When you're in your car, coming home from work, and you're feeling like you need a little perk, tune me in and I'll ease your mind. A shot of fun will help you unwind. I've got stories and parodies. A darn good time is guaranteed. I'm rapping with callers from all around. Some sound crazy and some profound. All week long, I'm on the air, laying it down with casino flair. You never really know what you're gonna get from a cocaine bear or a giant cheesehead. So if you're in Dayton or far away, the Evening Edge, a tasty entree. And that's my rap, and I'm keeping it tight. My name is Todd, and I'm dropping the mic. It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up and rolling on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This hour, we got a pair of tickets to give away for Cyndi Lauper. It's her farewell tour. She's going to be at the Schottenstein Sunday in Columbus. Just be listening for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. But I'll give you a sort of a prompt to call. Also, coming up after 6:35, it's Wing It Wednesday. And we've got a gentleman coming in from the city of Moraine, the Moraine Foundation and Christmas Smiles program, to talk about what they're doing this holiday. And don't forget, if you are a local organization, you're a nonprofit or a community group, maybe you got a big event coming up. You know, a lot of groups, they have events coming up for Christmas. You want to get on the WHIO airwaves and promote it for free? This is your chance. Wing It Wednesday. All you got to do is bring me a plate of wings. That's it. I don't care where they come from. Just bring me a plate of wings. That's the exchange. It's kind of a barter deal. You bring me chicken wings, I let you wing it for 10, 15 minutes. Works out for everybody. You get plugs. The chicken place gets plugs, and I get chicken wings. It's the way it works. 937-457-1290 is the number. We have animals attacking.
There is a wild side to every animal.
Here's something you like when animals attack magicians.
Animals took revenge.
Animals attack. Craziest animal attack story.
You're about to find out when animals attack.
Well, this particular story resonated with me this morning when I saw it, because last night my wife and I were in the crowd at the Victoria Theater for a special engagement with Dr. Scott Bond. He was on my show. I played clips from him. He is a criminologist and studies serial killers. And at the end of the night, there was a Q&A, and they took some questions from the audience. And somebody asked, what are the chances of me being, killed by a serial killer? And he said the chances are of being a victim of a serial killer, your chances are better by being killed by a shark. So the chances are, you'll get eaten by a shark before a serial killer will get you. So that was in my head. And then I saw this story. This is a guy in Florida, and this could have been a Florida man, but he wasn't doing something crazy like most Florida men and or women. He was merely surfing. He was surfing. Nothing wrong with surfing. I wish I could surf. I always wanted to surf. No surfing for me. This guy's name is Cole Toshman, and he lives in Jupiter, Florida at Bathtub. Well, let me back up. He lives in Jupiter, Florida. In 2013 at Bathtub Beach there in Jupiter, he was attacked by a shark. Albeit, he says, it was a tiny little reef pup, but it's still a shark. The guy got bitten, and he required medical treatment, right? Okay. That was 2013. Fast forward more than a decade later, He got bitten again by another shark. This time, a much bigger shark, about 7 to 8 feet long, attacked his legs. He managed to get back to shore, and this just happened a short time ago. I don't have the exact date, but it was recent. He got back to shore after the bite, and I guess crawled onto the beach. And other people there on the beach saw what happened. They rushed to save his life. They used surfboard leashes as tourniquets to stop the bleeding. He said his friends rushed him to the hospital because it was quicker than calling 911. Well, I guess if you're losing that much blood. He says he blacked out during the trip to the ER, and his friend was dumping water on him to try to keep him awake during the drive. It took 2 surgeries, several staples, and 93 stitches to repair the damage. He still has a large cut on his right foot and damage to his left. He doesn't have health insurance, so he started a GoFundMe. Fundraiser said he won't be able to work for about 3 months as he recovers. But my question was, even though surfers are hardcore dudes and dudettes, I mean, once you start surfing, and I know surfers that once they start surfing, they're never going to stop. They're never going to stop. They're just not going to do it. They love it so much. But my question is, if you've been attacked by a shark, not once, but twice, is that where you draw the line? Are you willing to tempt a third time? Now, granted, again, the first shark that bit him was a small one. It wasn't Jaws. It was a small, tiny reef pup. And that's the words he used. I don't know how big a tiny little reef pup is. A foot? 2 feet? I don't know. Maybe smaller. But the second one was 7 to 8 feet. It seems to me that they're getting larger and larger, And I just wonder if being the threat or the possibility of being bitten a third time by a shark would keep you from going back into the water. This isn't some little, like you're playing with your dog and you get a little, little bite, little snip, right? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this shark was trying to eat you as much as it could. They're predators. So I'd just be curious if he'll go back into the water. I feel like after 2 times, you can't keep tempting it. You can't keep tempting it. We've got this is I know people some people probably have forgotten about him. But remember a couple years ago, Joe Exotic, the Tiger King, had that Netflix thing where he had all the wild tigers. Was it down in Texas? And it was a reality show. You might remember him from his smash hit.
'Cause I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger saw me.
Well, we actually have an update on Joe Exotic. Not that you asked for it, but you're going to get it anyway. He's been in jail for quite a while. He's been trying to get out. I think he was trying to get paroled by then President Trump. He's still there. There's been all kinds of, or offered clemency, whatever. He pops up in the news from time to time. He's had, I guess, health problems, but he's also had love affairs that we've heard about from time to time while in jail. And he's met someone. This is exciting. Joe Exotic, the infamous star of Netflix's Tiger King, is making headlines once again in his quest for love. Currently in jail, he has announced his engagement to a 33-year-old Mexican guy named George Mendez. It doesn't say here in the story. Ian, while I do this, would you mind Googling real quick and finding out how old Joe Exotic is? I want to say Joe is maybe in his 60s. Hop on. Did you find it?
Yeah, 61.
61. Okay. So almost double in age. Joe Exotic says, while on a personal mission to find love, he plans to marry Mendez while still in prison and getting Mendez asylum or leaving America when they both get out. Either way, Exotic emphasized, he wished he'd met him long ago. Exotic, of course, known for his larger-than-life persona, captured public attention during the release of the Netflix documentary back in 2020. Documentary gave viewers a glimpse of his life, including the events that led to his conviction. So, yeah, I'm sometimes you just forget about this guy, right? Now, I think that there's a contender out there for taking his place because he was the crazy guy that had all the tigers. And then there was that woman that lived in Florida, and there was this controversy between those two, and there was accusations of her trying to hire a hitman. But there's a new show on Netflix, and I have not watched it yet. And the name of it is escaping me, but it's a woman who I guess has chimps. And she feels the same way about the chimps as he did about his tigers. And I've seen the trailer. I just can't think of the name of it right now. Ian, maybe he can find it. You got it?
Is it Chimp Crazy?
Yes, it's Chimp
HBO
Crazy.
Max show.
Netflix. HBO Max. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I've seen the trailer, and she strikes me as being probably as crazy as Joe Exotic. So, at first you might think, well, these are actors playing crazy characters. That's not the case. These are actually crazy people who have been given TV shows. So, maybe in a couple of years, we'll be telling stories about that crazy lady and her chimp love.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right, guys, I got to go get my guest. I'll be right back.
Two fans won't be allowed back into Yankee Stadium for the World Series tonight. We'll have more on that at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
This guy was smart, sophisticated, professional. I mean, really, really great.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Florida man shines with every single crime, stupefying and delicious. Some might even think fictitious. Florida man is always ambitious. Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Coming up just after 6:35, it's Wing It Wednesday. And we've got two guests tonight. Two guests. Vanity and Chris from the city of Moraine. We're going to be talking to them about the Moraine Foundation and Christmas Smiles program. So, and I'm going to get some wings. Oh, they smell so good. We have a Florida man to talk about. This guy in Miami, Marcus Gonzalez Bernal. Miami cops say that they busted him and he stole a giant trailer full of $100,000 worth of bacon. A bacon heist for the ages. Cops say back in September, this 40-year-old guy stole a 53-foot refrigerated semi-trailer from a parking lot in Daytona Beach. Had 192 pounds of frozen bacon in the back of the truck. Surveillance video captured the guy, showed a blue SUV canvassing the area, then parking next to the trailer. And the license plate reader led detectives to the car that the guy was driving in Miami-Dade. They eventually found the trailer. But no word on what happened to the bacon. What happened to the bacon? Did he sell the bacon? Did he keep the bacon? Did he eat the bacon? We don't know. But speaking of bacon, I got a message from Edgehead by the name of Scott, and this is, and I don't know if we talked about this because it was going to be installed at Ohio State's shoe, or this just happened. I don't know, but apparently, the Ohio pig farmers have installed a bacon vending machine at the shoe in Columbus for Buckeye fans to fill up on bacon during games on Saturday. Apparently, the vending machine is located in the South Stand, section 39A. So if you happen to be a Buckeyes ticket holder and you're close to 39A, follow your nose because there's a bacon vending machine waiting for you.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO. in anytime. Now back to America's most powerful talk lineup, WHIO.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who would like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Well, we started Wing It Wednesday probably a month or so ago. This is an opportunity for local nonprofit organizations or community groups who have fundraising campaigns or whatever campaign they might be doing or an event coming up that they can get on the air for 15 minutes. WHIO airwaves, very expensive airwaves. And talk about their event. But tonight is even more spectacular because, and I want to introduce Vanity and Chris from the City of Moraine. They work at the Parks and Recreation Department. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having us.
Of course. This is why tonight is so special, because this is the debut of our new Wing It Wednesday Open. Let me start that again. Hang on. Let me push the right buttons here. See, we are a smooth running operation. Here is the Wednesday. Let's try that one more time. The Wing It Wednesday Open.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Just wing it.
I seem to be winging it tonight, for sure. So they are here. This is with the Moraine Foundation. This is the 501c3 branch, I guess, of the City of Moraine.
Yes.
And they have a project or a program called Christmas Smiles. And of course, it's this time of the year, right? So you reached out, Chris, and you said, hey, can we bring you some wings? And thank you for the BW3 wings right there on Brown Street.
You're welcome.
Applause for them. I love their food. They know me there. They know me there. So first of all, you both work at the Parks and Recreation Department. Now, I would imagine that you probably wear a variety of hats, don't you?
Absolutely. We're a smaller department, so we do a little bit of everything from event planning to outdoor programming, indoor programming, a little mix of everything.
Right.
And then part of what we do is what you mentioned, the Christmas Smiles program.
Yeah.
So basically what it is, it started in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
It's open to Moraine residents. There's some parameters you have to meet to be eligible for the program. But basically, in my role as operations manager, I oversee the program. It's facilitated through our department. But like you said, it is part of the Moraine Foundation, so it is part of our 501c3 that the city does operate.
Okay. So with this Christmas Smiles, this is sort of one of those adopt a kid, adopt a family programs where local businesses or individuals can come in. And I think you said this is happening tomorrow, or it starts tomorrow?
Our adoption period will open tomorrow. We basically have it set up at 2 locations. You can come to the Payne Rec Center, located at 3800 Main Street, right there in Moraine, or you can come to the City of Moraine Government Building. That's at 4200 Dryden Road. Okay, so those are for the people that at this time of the year they find themselves in need, their children in need, the family in need. And that's a call for them, but it's also a call for those individuals and those businesses who want to come in and help their fellow citizens in Moraine. And you don't have to live in Moraine to come and help. Nope.
I mean, you guys will take anybody, right, Vanity?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, yeah. You just show up and you say, hey, I want to help a kid or I want to help a family.
Yep.
And you get their Christmas list and the things that they need, right?
So basically what we do is we collect information from the families. We don't have a limit on child or the number of children in a household.
Mm-hmm.
We have anywhere from 1 child in a household up to 8.
Oh, wow.
So we ask for clothing sizes, shoe sizes, what they'd like for Christmas. And then we also break it down by winter needs. If they need coats, hats, boots, shoes, socks,
all of the essentials, all the essentials that kids are going to need to get through the season. Because we had somebody on from the Flock organization last week, and they were talking about the fact that all of the challenges that a child might have, whether it be food shortage, but also all of those essentials like clothing and whatnot, really could be detrimental to their education and their learning. Because if they're trying to figure out where they're going to get their next meal, or the mom and dad are trying to figure out, or whoever, that just has a ripple effect that just goes on and on and on. So this is a great opportunity for folks there in and around Moraine, Kettering, Centerville, Washington Township, wherever. If you've got the means, step up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we will fill in the gaps if a child doesn't get adopted. We basically have it's kind of cliche, no child left behind policy.
Right.
We do quite a bit of shopping on our own with funds generated through the foundation specific for the program.
Right.
And then we also do provide basically the basics needed for a Christmas meal, a holiday meal. We provide that as well, in addition to what each child receives.
How many families do you think come out and ask for help, and children?
It ranges anywhere from 40 to 50 in a given year. This year, I believe we have 45 families for a total of 100. It's actually 46 families for 105 kids total.
That seems very doable. Oh, yeah. It doesn't seem like. There's got to be at least 50, groups or businesses or individuals out there who can step forward, and help. And I don't know what you typically spend on a family. Are we talking like $100? I know it kind of depends on the size and their need, but
we've seen the price, we've seen the cost increase. Just
like
everyone else has across the board.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we do have a lot of groups and individuals that step up. City employees step up as well. And then we have a handful of local groups that step up. Forgotten Breed Motorcycle Club, they help us substantially every year. They help with adoptions, and then they also help with our pickup day. They help pass out boxes. They're based there in Moraine.
Yeah, that's you gotta have sort of an operation going on. When you got a lot of people coming, especially when they're bringing kids. If they're bringing kids,
and there is a lot of moving parts. It's a 2-hour window. We do it one day at the end of the month, like in the middle of December.
Get them in, get them out. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. No, I got you. So that we're talking about Christmas smiles. That's for the holidays, but we're also in the midst of another holiday, Halloween. And tomorrow you were telling me that you guys are having some sort of Halloween party or event. What's going on?
The Parks and Rec Department, through coordination with City Council and our mayor, and basically with city admin staff as well, we hold every year on Beggars Night what we call the Bob Rosencrantz Community Halloween Party.
Mm-hmm.
That will be at the Payne Rec Center from 8 to 10. We do a little costume contest. We have candy for the kids. We do a little cookout. We have hot dogs and other items available for families if they're wanting to unwind after Beggars Night.
And this is nice because the weather tomorrow is not supposed to be super kind to the beggars.
It seems to be a trend for what we try to do outside.
Right. But is any of this going to be going on inside?
It's all inside.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is perfect. Now, Vanity, what are you? You've got to be dressing up, right? You have to go. You got to go wear a costume if you're going to the party.
I'm thinking about being a kitty cat.
A kitty cat. Now, I'm not trying to call you out here, but we had a list the other day of the 10 laziest Halloween costumes that one could choose, and number 3 on the list was a kitty cat.
Yeah.
Vanity.
It's pretty easy to assemble. Just some ears and a tail.
That's right. Just put a little, Black's makeup on your nose, and you look like a little. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Chris, kitty cat.
Government employee. It's my go-to.
That is the lazy. That's the number one was this is my T-shirt that was printed with "This is my Halloween costume." Yeah. See, I think you guys could go as kitty cats together.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think so.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow. Yeah. So what other sort of, projects and programs do you have throughout the year? We talking about the Halloween party tomorrow night. We got, Christmas smiles.
So
what sort of things do you guys do at the Parks and Recreation throughout the year?
Throughout the year, we have several big community events. We do a big Easter egg hunt every spring. And then probably our signature event is called Star Spangled Boom.
Oh, yeah.
That's our 4th of July event, held on the 4th of July.
Right.
And then every late summer, early fall, going into the back to school season, I actually help coordinate our school supply giveaway as well.
Oh, that's cool. I'm finding that there are so many organizations that are doing that now, more so than when I was, growing up 150 years ago. And that's just amazing because, every community is in need, and it doesn't matter what the zip code is. And that's the thing sometimes I think people forget.
Yeah.
I grew up in Beaver Creek, and there's an event this Friday at the Kroger for Feed the Creek, because there are students and families that live in Beaver Creek who are in need. And it just doesn't matter what the zip code is. If you look at the map and you think, oh, well, there's probably nobody in need in that zip code or in this zip, you're wrong. You're wrong. You'd be really surprised. And, those communities don't always have those types of services or opportunities for folks. So it's good that that you're doing this and all these other groups are doing this.
Yep.
For sure. Is there a website that people can go to get details on everything that you guys are doing and how they can get involved? And
so if you go to MoraineParkandRec.com, that's our main website. We do some information through our Facebook page through the city of Moraine. And then if you have any questions about the program, people can reach out to me directly. My direct office line is 937-535-1077.
Okay, very cool. And Vanity, what are you sort of forgive me, I don't know, are you an assistant to Chris, or maybe you're Chris's boss? I don't know. And you're just here evaluating him. Could that be it?
I'm his operational supervisor.
Yeah. So you are kind of a boss.
I'm under him.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. I got
we
you.
We work hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is.
Look, I'm not trying to cause any.
Fine.
I'm just trying to understand the hierarchy here. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in, and I appreciate the chicken wings. And give us the website one more time so people, because I was yapping.
It's MoraineParkandRec.com. You can
Awesome.
also search us if you go to Google, just Google City of Moraine Parks and Rec, and then it should pop right up for you.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Vanity, Chris. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having
Thank you for having us.
Being part of Wing It Wednesday.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment. Fill it up, punk. T-double-D. H-double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
The Storm Center 7 forecast is looking mostly cloudy overnight tonight. We could have a few showers by daybreak on Thursday. We'll have an overnight low of 64 degrees. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Cheney for Dayton's Severe Weather Station, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
This traffic report is sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Expert brake repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at GrismerTire.com.
All the major roadways in the Miami Valley are looking good. They're moving smoothly without any accidents or anything that's going to slow you down. I'm Jason Michaels,
This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
The kids may need a raincoat as well as a costume tomorrow night. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
You gotta tune in, man. You gotta tune in.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Now, tomorrow night, here on the show, get your ghost stories ready. It's Halloween. My buddy Tim DeBusk, the paranormal hunter, is going to be on the show. He and I co-host a Dark Edge podcast, paranormal podcast, and we're just going to do it live tomorrow night. So I've had a couple of people reach out and say that they had ghost stories that they wanted to share, and tomorrow is going to be the night here on Halloween night on the Evening Edge. So be listening for that just after 5, of course, and call in with your scary stories. And I forgot to do it, and I feel bad. Be the fifth caller right now, 937-457-1290. It's not Cyndi Lauper playing, but just be the fifth caller, and we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets to see Cyndi Lauper at the Schottenstein Center in Columbus this Sunday. It's her farewell tour. I remember to do it at the very end, so if you want to go to the show, give us a call. Have a terrific night. Don't forget you can get the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com and all the other podcast platforms. Have a terrific evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow here on the Evening Edge.
Well, show's over, folks. Thanks for coming.
Good show, old man.
Bravo. That was wonderful.
Game over, man. Peace out.
This must.
Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.